Okay, when you're in a relationship is a two-sided thing. It's not a one-sided thing. So one person can't always get their way. It's two people, and you got to learn to bend. You have to learn to bend. And when I say to bend, you have to make some adjustments. So you're not going to always get your way, and this person is not going to always get this way. But when you have somebody that's been in your corner from day one, and that's been with you, and been with you straight up and up, have seen you like down cold with nothing, like you ain't got nothing, like you don't have nothing, but this person is sticking with you because this person is love you, and this person is want to be with you. So the other people, they're not there in your corner because you don't have nothing to give them. Like you don't have, like fellas, like you don't have no money to get them, like you know, you can't help them out anymore. So you know, they don't want nothing to do with you. You know, they like, oh, you on the back burner because they got to run to the next person and the next dude, they got some money or whatever, because you know they got to try to make it, because this is how they survive. But when you find a lady and a woman that be with you, whether you got or not, that's the woman of your life. That's the woman of your dream. That's the one. That should be your dream woman right there. That should be your only woman right there. You shouldn't even want nothing else, because you know that the other stuff that you're getting is imitation. That's imitation. That's the made up stuff. That's the stuff that is on contingency. So if you be with that person and you know that person only wants you because you got money, then why do you want to build a life in the future? Because then if you run 10 years from now, if you run across no money, that person is not going to want you. That person is not going to want you and want to deal with you. If you're broke, because every time you broke, the person run off. But when you get some money, the person come back. Let me tell you something. Don't be no fool out here. If a person is only with you for money, I don't care if it's family, whoever it is. If they can only be with you when you can give to them, they're not no friend. And sometimes we got to learn to adjust things. We got to learn to adjust relationships. We got to learn to adjust relationships. That means you got to learn to deal. You got to learn how to deal with relationships. You got to learn how to deal with people. You don't have to be all sadly mistaken and all down and vulnerable because this person only want to use you. Let me tell you something. When God exposed people to me and he tell me who they are and how they are, I am not saddened by no mistake. And you can be my sister. And I am still not saddened. Because God is showing me this so that I can see this thing. Because see, what we got to understand is the enemy use anybody. That's real talk. That's real talk. So what I'm saying is that we can't be no fool because they sister, mama, papa, daddy. But they only want your companionship when you can do for them. You want people that's going to be with you, because on your journey, you're going to have some hard days. You're going to have some difficult days. You're going to have some broke days. You're going to have some days where you got some money, where you don't got no money, and where you got some money. Guess what? You're going to know who your friends are. When God takes me through my turmoil and my destruction, I know who my friends are. He revealed them because they don't care. They just love me. They want to be with me when I got money. They don't want to be with me. They don't care if I don't have money. They still want to be with me. They're there to come bring me money, to help me, to donate to me. When I don't have a car, to give me rides, to pick me up, to contribute to my things that I need to do. Those are my friends. Those are my friends. You'll find lots of friends when you have money and you have things that you can give them. But those are not real friends. Those are what you call imitation friends. On contingency. They want to be bothered with me if I can do this for them. They want to be my friend if I can do this for them. That's not a friend. If you have a friend that only wants to be your friend because of what you can do for you, I hate to disappoint you. But that's not your friend. Because it should be greater, something greater in a relationship, whether there's a friendship, whether there's a marriage, whether there's your boyfriend, your girlfriend. It should be something greater than that. And that thing should be called love. So I want you to know that you cannot pick a person on looks or how they look. Or how you got to look at character. Come on, you got to go deeper than that. You got to look at character. This is your life. This is your eternity. You don't want to be 70 years old and then you ain't got no more money, and then your wife, she done kept herself up and you done made her look like $1 million, or he, and they done rolled out on you and they done got somebody else. Because this is like some people, what you got to understand is this is some people's lifestyle, and this is how some people live. They only live according to what people can do for them. So that's how some people live. They live to do things to deceive people. Don't be deceived. Wake up. Don't be deceived. Wake up. This is a season that we're living in that you have to look at a person's actions. You have to look at what a person say. You have to look at how a person is carrying you. That's what you got to look at. You gotta be able to want better for yourself. And let me tell you something. How come when people know people doing them wrong and they know people deceiving them, that they still want to do for them? Type your answer in after this video. Because the reason why a lot of people do things like that people are so desperate to be loved by that person that they're willing to be made a fool of. But then don't keep coming into me telling me what the person did for you and how the person deceived you and all that, because you're going to be the stupid one and you're going to still, and God forgive me, but I'm just telling you like it is. You're going to be dumb and you still going to let the person use you because you want to be a part of the person. Come on, accept reality. If the person only want to be a part of you just because of this and what you can do for them, listen here, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Women, you got to learn to stop being men for your men. Can I say that again? Stop being men for your men. Let your man be a man. Play your role, play your position. Stop trying to figure everything out and start being a helpmate. You always want to talk about, I don't have a husband and I don't have this and I don't have this. But God has given you a man, and instead of making him your husband, you want to make him your wife. No. Let him run his household and let him do his position. But you be a helpmate. Don't be busy running around all the time with your friends that you don't know what's going on in your house. Come on now. Come on now. See, I was in the car with my daughter tonight. I wasn't even going to make this video, but I was talking about some few things, and she was saying some things to me, and I was saying, you know, like, yo, if a person really got somebody that's really been with them without no money, and they start going out here when they get money, and they start picking up a Barbie doll chick, you know, that's basically saying that, you know, you just want a person on looks and what they can do. So, you know, this person is a Barbie doll chick, so she ain't going to be your wife because this is her job and it's something she do. So when they all broke, they want to come back to you. Nah. Sorry. Your money gone. Your chick gone. You better know what you're dealing with. It's time to wake up. Let's get real out here. Let's get real out here. And let me tell you something. When somebody loves you, don't love you back the same way that you love them, reality check. You can't make nobody love you, and you can't be the way that they want you to be. You got to be you. Reality check. Don't do so much for a person that you lose the love in yourself. Let them love you. You begin to want to be loved. Let them prove to you that they want you. You stop proving to them all the time that you want them, and they're never proving to you that they want you. No, let them start proving to you how much they love you and how much they want to be with you. Amen. Now share this video.